Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 most densely populated cities in the world 2024. Our species is reproducing at a rapid pace, setting new records. But what about population density, though? Which cities around the globe have the highest concentration of citizens per square mile? That's what we're here to find out. So, is it Beijing or Mumbai? Or maybe it's Tokyo? None of the above. And now that we got you excited to find out which city took the top spot, let's get right to it. A quick note, our focus will be on the entire city proper, not urban or metropolitan areas. Alright, now we begin. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 most densely populated cities in the world 2024. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 most densely populated cities in the world 2024. Number 10. Levallois-Perret, France. Population, city proper 64.3k people. Population density, 26.7 km2/69.1 k square mi. Area/size, 2.41 km2/0.9 k square mi. In contrast to popular belief, there are some densely populated cities in Europe as well. Coming in at the number 10 spot is the lovely Levallois-Perret in France. Founded 200 years ago, in 1822, it's a small, 0.9 k square mi, yet a beautiful and well-developed town. The population is 64k, but for a commune this tiny, it's rather high. In fact, Levallois-Perret is the most densely populated city in the EU. Number 9. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Population, city proper 987k people. Population density, 27.4 km2/71 k square mi. Area/size, 36 km2/14 k square mi. The capital of Haiti, Port-au-Prince, relies heavily on its harbors. Home to almost 1 million people, 2.6 to 3.7 million if we count the metropolitan area, it's been an economical hub in the Caribbean for many centuries. It was the French that built the harbor back in 1749, and it's still a major source of income not only for the city but the whole country. As for the downsides, there are too many slums in the residential areas, and most are dangerous and overpopulated. In this city, while the commercial buildings are located near the ocean, the residential districts all sit on the hills. Number 8. Makati, Philippines. Population, city proper 629.6k people. Population density, 28.9 km2/75 k square mi. Area/size, 22 km2/8 k square mi. Alright, let's go back to the Philippines and see what Makati is all about. It's a rich, multicultural, and multinational city with an impressive lineup of local and foreign businesses. Next, Makati's architecture is a beautiful mix of European and Asian styles. The skyscrapers, in turn, confirm its title as the corporal center of the Philippines. As for population density, it's slightly lower than that of Dhaka and Kathmandu. The city is relatively small, only 8k square mi, and currently, 630k people live there. Number 7. Dhaka, Bangladesh. Population, city proper 8.9 million people. Population density, 29 km2/75.2 k square mi. Area/size, 306 km2/118 k square mi. Dhaka is the largest and most populated city on the list. With an area of 306 k square kilometers/118 k square miles, it has an impressive demographic, 8.9 million people. Dhaka is also the capital and the biggest city in Bangladesh and the most densely populated built-up urban area in the whole world. The strong economy, the second best in South Asia, advanced infrastructure, and exotic cuisine make it worth a visit. Last, but not least, Dhaka, also spelled Dhaka, has a record-high number of Bengali speakers. It's a cultural and spiritual home for Muslims as well, has been for over 400 years. Number 6. Kathmandu, Nepal. Population, city proper 1.44 million people. Population density, 29.1 km2/75.5 k square mi. Area/size, 49 km2/19 k square mi. If you want to get a taste of South Asia, Kathmandu will be a perfect destination. This is the capital and the most crowded city in Nepal. So, what makes it stand out? First, Kathmandu is located at an altitude of 4.6 feet. Second, it's largely recognized as one of the oldest cities ever built. Third, Kathmandu is a cultural and historical marvel. With 1.444 million inhabitants, it's a tourist-favored city. And it's constantly ranked by the likes of TripAdvisor as one of the best places to visit in Asia. This is a densely populated city, however. You'll have to learn how to navigate the narrow streets of Kathmandu like a local. Number 5. Bnei Brak, Israel. Population, city proper 212k people. Population density, 30k km2/77.7k square mi. Area/size, 7k km2/3k square mi. Moving on from the Philippines, we've got Bnei Brak, a city located in Israel. While it was technically founded in 1924, the city's origins date back to ancient times. Bnei Brak has always been a center for Haredi Judaism and is today home to 212k people. 95% of the locals are ultra-Orthodox Jews. Sadly, despite its beauty, Bnei Brak is an underdeveloped, poor town. This is the most densely populated city in all of Israel, but it has been struggling economically ever since the local food and cigarette factories were closed. If you ever visit, make sure to check out the famous Coca-Cola plant and the women-only department store. Number 4. Caloocan, Philippines. Population, city proper 1.66 million people. Population density, 31.2k km2/80.9k square mi. Area/size, 53k km2/21k square mi. At the number 4 spot, we have Caloocan, a chaotic, fast-paced city that houses 1.66 million citizens. It's actually bigger than Manila and feels a bit less noisy. Much like Mandaluyong, Caloocan is an industrial and business center. The combination of beautiful residential areas and commercial properties turns it into a bustling hive. Before the 19th century, there was no city or even a settlement in this area. However, in the early 1800s, fishermen from neighboring communities turned it into a full-fledged town, in 1802, to be exact. The people of Tonda also found a shelter in Caloocan, away from the oppression. Number 3. Pateros, Philippines. Population, city proper 65.2k people. Population density, 37k km2/96k square mi. Area/size, 1.8k km2/0.7k square mi. Pateros is one of the smallest towns in the Philippines. With an area of 0.7k square mi and a population of 65.2k persons, it's the third most densely populated place in the world, almost as busy as Mandaluyong. So, what can you expect to find there? Is Pateros worth a visit? Well, if you're interested in ducks, then you'll definitely find it to be a great destination for your next trip. Pateros raises ducks and produces various delicacies with duck eggs, including balut. In Tagalog, the language of the locals, pato means duck. Number 2. Mandaluyong, Philippines. Population, city proper 425.7k people. Population density, 38.5k km2/99.7k square mi. Area/size, 11k km2/4k square mi. A highly urbanized city with a population of 425k people, Mandaluyong has been an independent town since 1841 and got its name in 1931, during the US invasion. Mandaluyong is not very big, only 4k square mi, but it's currently ranked as one of the most densely populated cities, 99.7k square mi. There are lots of business HQs, banks, and malls there. The local infrastructure is, indeed, quite impressive. Speaking of the malls, the city is known as the shopping capital of the Philippines. Now, while it's not nearly as popular among tourists as Manila, during the holiday, Mandaluyong is often taken over by shoppers from all over the country, which temporarily boosts population density, making it even more crowded. Number 1. Manila, Philippines. Population, city proper 1.85 million people. Population density, 43k km2/111.5k square mi. Area/size, 43 km2/16.5 square mi. Established in 1571 by Spanish conquistadors, Manila is one of the most vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich places in the world. On top of that, the capital of the Philippines has been the most densely populated city. Home to 1.85 million people, it's among the richest regions in Southeast Asia and is a very popular tourist destination. The parks, museums, historical landmarks, and delicious food attract hundreds of thousands of foreigners every year. However, with the city already being overly crowded, visitors put an even bigger strain on local authorities. The living standards aren't very high in Manila, either. Furthermore, it's prone to earthquakes. So, which is your favorite cities among the top 10 most densely populated cities in the world 2024? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite cities among the top 10 most densely populated cities in the world 2024 in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.